stop, right now, wherever you are. Do not scroll past this. I am speaking to you with the urgency of a watchman who sees the storm before it hits. Breathe. Let your spirit settle for just one moment. This message did not reach your screen by accident today. I interrupted your timeline because I need to tell you something that will change how you see your past. They were completely wrong about you. Every single one of them was mistaken. The people who judged your season of isolation could never understand your journey. And the ones who looked at your struggles and whispered that you were failing did not know the truth. They measured your worth by shallow earthly standards, but they could not see what I was doing in the dark. I was right about you. You have been carrying a heavy label for so long. You felt like the misunderstood one, the silent endurer who takes the blame just to keep the peace. You smile during the day, but I see the exhaustion that takes over when the door closes and you are left alone. You have cried bitter tears that nobody else ever witnessed. You actually asked me if you were broken beyond repair. My beloved child, you are not broken. You are beautifully remade. The silence you walked through was not a punishment. It was a holy preparation. I know, your tired shoulders are tight right now. And the weight of proving yourself to people who refuse to understand you is crushing your gentle spirit. Put that heavy weight down. It was never your duty to make them see your value. I want you to listen closely to my voice. The enemy has tried to use their harsh words to define your identity. He desperately wants you to believe that their rejection is your final story. But he is terrified of the actual truth. He knows exactly who you are in the unseen spiritual realm. And he is fighting hard to keep you blind to your own massive authority. Do not let the noise of your day pull you away. Stay with me through this entire message, because somewhere in these very words, I have hidden a master key. There is a specific secret about your true identity that the enemy has tried to conceal from you for years, and I will clearly reveal it in my final words to you today. If you leave before I conclude, you risk walking right back into the snare I am trying to save you from. This is a rare moment of divine alignment. You were carefully picked to hear this exactly when your hope was running out. I saw how close you were to just giving up yesterday, and I heard the quiet sigh of surrender in your tired spirit. That is exactly why I stepped in. I could not let you walk another day believing their toxic lies. They looked at your life and saw a mess. But I looked at your life and saw a glorious masterpiece in the making. They saw a weak victim. I saw a mighty warrior who was simply gathering quiet strength in the shadows. I was always right about you. Take a deep breath right now. Feel the heavy tension finally leaving your chest. You do not have to fight for your broken reputation anymore. And you do not have to explain your pure heart to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. I am your ultimate defender. Let them talk. Their empty words hold no real power over your destiny. As we step further into this revelation, I need your complete focus. The unseen spiritual realm is closely watching your response. Every time you chose quiet forgiveness over loud revenge, I recorded it. And every time you gave pure love, when you received sharp pain, I deeply honored it. You thought you were losing, but you were actually storing up a massive harvest in heaven. The people who walked away from you were never your true tribe. I intentionally pruned them from your branches. I removed them because they could not handle the massive weight of the glory I am about to pour upon you. They were comfortable with your quiet brokenness, but they were entirely unprepared for your absolute healing. Keep this sacred validation quiet in your heart. Do not rush to share this message with those who still harbor dark doubt. This profound healing is strictly for you right now. You are the chosen vessel, and a chosen vessel must undergo the intense fire before it can hold the pure water of my holy presence. I saw the tears you cried in the secret hours of the night. When everyone else was safely sleeping, you felt entirely alone in your heavy thoughts. You just laid there staring blindly into the empty darkness. And the heavy silence of the room only made your racing mind feel so much louder because you were battling your deep fears entirely by yourself. You truly wondered if anyone on this earth actually understood the depth of your hidden pain. The morning slowly comes and you put on your brave face. You carefully hide the deep exhaustion behind a warm smile so you can properly take care of everyone around you. You are always the strong and silent one. You are the reliable person who fixes what is deeply broken in other people. But inside your own mind, your precious spirit is slowly fracturing from the impossible weight of it all. You honestly think nobody notices your silent and painful struggle. You convinced yourself that your hidden battles are completely invisible to the busy world. But I noticed every single agonizing second of it. I felt the exact moment your heart sank when you realized you had to fight another day completely alone, and I wanted to reach down and comfort you. The shallow world only sees your polite nods, but I see the quiet desperation screaming deeply in your tired eyes. It hurts deeply when your pure kindness is brutally weaponized against your own heart. You gave them your absolute best without asking for anything. You poured your precious energy into toxic relationships and broken situations because you foolishly hoped your love would finally be enough to heal them. And they took your gentle light and used it for their own selfish comfort. They drained your emotional cup entirely dry and casually walked away without looking back. You sit there feeling utterly helpless and entirely empty. You endlessly replay the painful memories in your tired mind, and you desperately ask yourself what terrible mistake you made. You harshly scrutinize every single gentle word you ever said to them, and you search your pure intentions trying to find the hidden flaw that made them treat you so poorly. But you will never find that flaw. It simply does not exist in you. Stop blaming your beautiful heart for the ugly actions of broken people. Your vast empathy is a profound divine gift. It is definitely not a weak vulnerability for those selfish people to casually exploit. I saw how they mistook your quiet loyalty for foolishness, and I watched them step over your boundaries because they knew you would silently forgive them again. It was a heavy cycle of ungrateful taking. Every time you tried to stand up, the heavy guilt washed over you. You are so deeply wired to genuinely love other people. Protecting your own mental peace feels exactly like a terrible sin. You constantly absorb their heavy sadness and carry their dark anxiety on your own fragile shoulders as if it were your holy duty. But I never once asked you to be their ultimate savior. You have been functioning on empty spiritual fumes for many long months. The deep exhaustion you feel in your bones is not just physical tiredness. It is the heavy symptom of a weary soul that has been endlessly pouring precious water into bottomless pits, and you desperately need a safe place to rest your head. You urgently need a completely quiet sanctuary today. Here, absolutely nothing is required of your draining energy. I am that perfectly safe sanctuary for you right now. Let your racing thoughts finally slow down in my holy presence. You do not have to perform for me. You do not have to pretend that everything is fine while your entire world feels like it is crumbling into bitter dust. I can easily handle all of your messy emotions. I can hold the heavy grief you are too afraid to show to anyone else. The profound loneliness you feel in a crowded room is actually a vital spiritual marker. It is the distinct ache of a rare soul living in a remarkably shallow world. You deeply crave a spiritual connection that most earthly relationships simply cannot provide because they are operating on a completely different frequency. They cannot possibly understand the heavy calling placed on your life. They make you feel like your vast emotional depth is a massive burden. I saw how those cruel words slowly chipped away at your beautiful confidence. You started to shrink yourself to make them feel comfortable, and you dimmed your bright light just to keep their fragile egos completely intact. This deeply painful compromise must officially stop today. I want you to completely stop apologizing for the massive size of your heart. The immense love you have to freely give is exactly why I personally chose you. You are the mighty and bold generational cycle breaker. You are the unique one willing to feel the sharp pain so you can properly heal it, but you cannot heal the entire world while you are actively bleeding from their careless wounds. Pause right here and gently close your tired eyes. Take a very deep and incredibly slow breath. If you feel a sudden warmth in your chest, do not brush it off. That is my actual physical presence lifting the terrible yoke of heavy anxiety completely off your tight shoulders. You are entirely safe in this intimate moment, and the harsh demands of your daily life cannot reach you inside this protective divine boundary. It is time to officially release the toxic people who carelessly dropped your fragile heart. You cannot carry the heavy burden of their bad choices into your glorious new season. They simply misunderstood your beautifully pure and selfless motives. They judged your actions because their own secret motives were deeply and horribly flawed. They could not recognize your fierce loyalty, and they abandoned you because they have never been genuinely loyal to anything themselves. I am fiercely validating your silent pain right now. The tears you wept on your bathroom floor were absolutely not wasted drops of water. I carefully collected every single one of them. The bitter betrayal you quietly endured was not a clear sign of your personal failure. It was the harsh evidence of your incredible capacity to love the unlovable, and you did absolutely nothing wrong in my holy eyes. I need you to take another slow breath. I want you to quiet your racing mind. Say this softly in the quiet of your heart. Father, I officially surrender all of my heavy pain. Speak it quietly into the spiritual realm right now, because you must physically release this toxic weight so your hands are completely empty to receive what comes next. Let the sharp anger fall away from your tired spirit. As this specific teaching approaches its close, you need to prepare your wounded heart. The following part will take you much deeper into the unseen spiritual realm. There is a shocking spiritual reason why those specific people betrayed you when they did. You must stay closely with me right here, because the hidden truth about their harsh betrayal will absolutely shock you, and it will change how you view your entire past. Now hear me on this very clearly. I want you to stop seeing your past through the eyes of deep fear. You must start seeing it through my divine perspective. The profound pain of their sudden departure felt like a terrible curse to you, but we are going to look much deeper into the actual spiritual truth today. Because what happened in the unseen realm will change absolutely everything for you. You honestly thought you drove them away. You believed your heavy sadness or your deep needs finally pushed them to their breaking point. That is a vicious lie from the enemy. He wants you to live in endless cycles of brutal guilt, and he wants you to take the blame for relationships that were quietly destroying your bright soul. But you were absolutely not the problem in that dynamic. The absolute truth is that I intentionally removed them. I actively orchestrated their sudden departure from your daily life. It was not a random coincidence or a harsh stroke of bad luck. It was a highly calculated act of divine protection, because I saw the hidden daggers they carried behind their warm smiles, and I knew their toxic energy was slowly poisoning your beautiful spirit. You were far too loyal to walk away yourself. Your massive empathy made you stay much longer than you ever should have. You kept making endless excuses for their terrible behavior. You gave them a million second chances because your pure heart simply refuses to give up on deeply broken people. So I had to step in and forcefully sever the dangerous tie for your own ultimate survival. Breathe deeply and let that sink in. You were literally being drained by emotional vampires in the unseen realm. The enemy was using them as dark vessels to constantly siphon your holy light. Every time you tried to focus on your divine purpose, they suddenly needed your urgent help and pulled you entirely off your correct path. This was a targeted spiritual distraction designed to keep you completely exhausted. The enemy did not attack you because you are weak. Hear me clearly right now. He attacked you because you are incredibly powerful. He saw the massive generational blessing that you are about to unlock soon, and the sheer magnitude of your upcoming destiny completely terrified him. He knew he could not stop me from blessing you directly, so he tried to ruin you through the people closest to you. He strategically placed those specific individuals in your inner circle. They were assigned to plant tiny seeds of dark doubt in your vulnerable mind. Whenever you felt a spark of pure joy, they would subtly tear it down. They disguised their toxic jealousy as helpful advice to keep you entirely small. But I was carefully watching this spiritual warfare unfold from the very beginning. A healthy tree cannot thrive while carrying entirely dead branches. The dead wood simply drains the precious nutrients away from the fresh fruit. I am the master gardener of your beautiful life, and I saw that those specific people were entirely dead branches attached to your vibrant soul. I had to aggressively prune them away so you could finally bloom into your ultimate divine purpose without being held back. The pruning process always feels incredibly painful at first. The sharp cut leaves a tender wound that bleeds for a short season. You looked at the empty spaces they left behind, and you only saw massive loss. You cried because your familiar comfort zone was violently ripped away, but you could not see the deadly spiritual disease that I was actively cutting out. Pause right here and bring your thoughts back to me. Do not let your busy mind wander to those old memories right now. I want you to feel the quiet peace in this exact moment. Notice how much lighter your actual physical body feels without their constant drama, and realize that this sudden lightness is absolutely not an illusion. It is the undeniable proof that their heavy energy is finally gone. They were secretly anchoring you to a very low frequency. They thrived in chaos, and they desperately needed you to stay down there with them. Whenever you started to rise in your spiritual authority, they felt threatened. They pulled you back down into their messy problems to feel better about their own failures, while you remained a hostage to their endless emotional demands. Their sudden betrayal was my loud rescue mission. I hardened their hearts and allowed them to walk away entirely on their own. I let them show their true colors so you would finally stop trying to save them. You had to see their shocking cruelty with your own eyes because they would have completely destroyed the glorious new chapter I am writing for you. You cannot carry toxic baggage into the promised land. The new season I have prepared for you requires massive spiritual purity. It requires a clear mind and a completely focused spirit. If those people had crossed the threshold with you, they would have completely tainted your beautiful harvest before it even had a chance to grow. I loved you far too much to let them ruin your ultimate inheritance. The deep rejection you felt was actually massive redirection. The enemy wanted you to interpret their exit as a clear sign of your own unworthiness. He whispered horrible lies into your ears while you were crying in the dark. He told you that you were simply too broken to be genuinely loved by anyone. But you must remember that the enemy only speaks in pure deception. You are a chosen vessel of my incredible power. And chosen vessels are often deeply misunderstood by the shallow world around them. People who operate in the flesh cannot comprehend a spirit that operates in high divine alignment. Your pure light exposed their hidden shadows, and instead of dealing with their own dark demons, they fiercely attacked your bright and beautiful light. Think about the specific moment they finally walked away. You felt a massive wave of panic wash over your tired body. You begged them to stay, and you offered to change yourself just to keep them happy. But heaven was actively blocking their ears to your desperate pleas, and I literally built a solid spiritual wall between you that they could never cross. I was fiercely protecting your vulnerable energy. I was guarding your precious heart from further unseen damage. You thought you were being unfairly punished by the universe, but you were actually being safely hidden under my protective wings, while the fierce storm violently passed entirely over your head. The isolation you are experiencing right now is your holy cocoon. I want you to completely stop mourning the loss of your hidden enemies. Stop checking their lives to see if they are doing better without you. They are walking their own path, and you are walking a path of high glory. Your destinies are no longer tied together in the spiritual realm, because the heavy chains of that toxic soul tie have been permanently shattered by my hand. Reclaim your scattered energy right now. Call back every single piece of your heart that you foolishly gave to those unworthy people. They no longer have any legal spiritual right to access your precious mind. You are completely off limits to their dark influence, and the door is firmly shut to protect your newfound peace from any further attacks. As you sit here listening to my steady voice, let the ultimate truth wash over you. You did absolutely nothing wrong by loving them fiercely. Your pure heart was completely right, but their dark motives were entirely wrong. They were a necessary lesson in your long spiritual journey, but they were absolutely never meant to be your final destination in this beautiful life. Stay closely with me right here. Do not look away, because the profound reason why the enemy fought you so intensely is about to be revealed. We have uncovered the truth about your toxic relationships, but there is another massive mystery you need to fully understand before the breakthrough comes. You have been wondering why I stayed completely silent while you were hurting so deeply. Let us go even deeper into the unseen realm today. You have carried a very heavy question in your tired mind for many long months. You have been urgently asking why heaven felt so entirely silent when you needed my voice the most. You cried out for a clear sign, and you only heard the quiet echo of your own desperate prayers bouncing off the walls. You honestly thought I had completely forgotten about you. You watched other people receive their sudden miracles while you remained stuck in the dark and lonely waiting room, and the heavy silence made you question every single spiritual step you took. You wondered if you were being harshly punished for a mistake you did not even know you made. Hear me clearly right now. My deep silence was absolutely never a sign of my holy absence. The profound quiet you experienced was actually the highest level of my divine trust. The teacher is always completely silent while the student is taking the most important test. and you were taking the ultimate spiritual exam to qualify for your massive upgrade. I was not ignoring your desperate cries for help. I was actively working in the invisible realm to prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. When you build a massive skyscraper, you must dig incredibly deep into the dark dirt before you can build up. I was digging a massive foundation in your beautiful soul so you could safely hold the coming glory. The waiting room of heaven is the hardest place for a human soul to sit. You check the time and you wonder if the massive clock is completely broken. You see the wicked people prospering while you are doing everything right and still suffering. It feels incredibly unfair to your tired human mind. But my divine justice does not operate on your earthly timeline. I needed you to learn how to stand firmly in the dark. Your faith was entirely dependent on feeling good and seeing immediate results in your daily life. I had to strip away the easy comfort so you could discover the unshakable rock at the bottom of your soul. When everything else was violently shaken, you finally realized that I am your only true source. This entire season was the holy refining fire. Pure gold must be thrown into the blazing furnace so the worthless impurities can completely burn away. The intense heat you felt was not a curse sent to randomly destroy you. It was the precise temperature required to burn off the fear and the heavy doubt that the world had placed on your gentle shoulders. You felt like you were completely melting down under the intense pressure, but you were actually being purified and reshaped into a mighty vessel of holy power. The fire did not burn your true identity. It only burned away the toxic false labels that other people had carelessly attached to your name. You are emerging from the flames entirely brand new. Pause right here and take a slow breath. Feel the steady beating of your brave heart inside your chest. That strong rhythm is the undeniable proof that the fire did not totally consume you. You survived the absolute darkest night of your entire soul, and you walked through the terrifying wilderness without letting your pure and beautiful spirit turn entirely bitter. Every single tear you swallowed during that quiet season was carefully measured. You thought you were just weeping in utter defeat on your bedroom floor, but those heavy tears were watering the dry soil of your upcoming glorious harvest. I was using your deep sorrow to carve out a massive canyon inside your chest, and now that massive canyon can easily hold my overflowing joy. Do you remember the cold night you finally stopped fighting my will? You were too tired to pray the long and complicated prayers anymore. You just whispered a broken surrender into the empty air and closed your tired eyes. That exact moment of total exhaustion was actually your greatest spiritual breakthrough. You finally stopped trying to frantically control the uncontrollable storm. I knew you had the rare strength to survive the intense heat. I chose you for this specific trial because I knew you would not easily break. A weak spirit would have surrendered to the darkness and embraced the toxic ways of the shallow world. But you held tightly to your deep faith even when your tired hands were bleeding from the heavy rope. The silence was also my protective shield carefully wrapped around you. If I had spoken too soon, you would have moved forward before the divine timing was absolutely perfect. You would have stepped into your new season while you were still carrying the heavy baggage of your old fears. I kept you safely hidden in the quiet shadows until you were entirely ready for the bright light. Your spiritual capacity is now massively expanded. You are finally ready to receive the incredible harvest that has been delayed for so many years. The long wait was deeply agonizing, but it was absolutely necessary for your ultimate victory. You are no longer the fragile victim who cries over every single misunderstood word spoken by broken people. You have grown into a fiercely protected and highly favored warrior. The profound pain you endured in the silence has been completely transformed into your greatest spiritual weapon, and the enemy is absolutely terrified of the new authority you proudly carry right now. He realizes that the hot fire he hoped would completely destroy you only made you unbreakable. But you must stay extremely alert in this exact moment. The enemy knows he lost the major battle for your beautiful soul, so he quickly changed his dark strategy and launched a brand new attack against your tired mind. He is using a very specific, unseen weapon to choke your thoughts and steal your precious peace just before the final breakthrough arrives. Do not let your focus drift away. You are standing right on the sacred edge of your massive miracle. Before I can officially release the divine shift, You must understand the exact trap he set for you today. I am going to completely expose his secret psychological weapon in the very next moment. Listen closely, because the dark truth I am about to reveal will finally set you completely free. The season of absolute silence is officially over, but the spiritual warfare did not end when you bravely walked out of the hot refining fire. The enemy saw that he could not destroy your pure heart. He watched you survive the bitter betrayal and the long isolation, and that made him completely desperate. So he quickly changed his entire strategy to attack your tired mind because his external weapons failed. He unleashed his most dangerous, invisible weapon against you. He started dropping heavy clouds of deep self-doubt directly into your daily thoughts. You honestly believed those toxic thoughts were naturally yours. You thought your own brain was suddenly turning against your bright future, but they were actually planted whispers from the dark shadows. He wants you to constantly second-guess every single step. He desperately needs you to feel like an absolute fraud in your own life while you are trying to build your new future. Every time you try to step into your new authority, he sends a massive wave of sudden heaviness. He tells you that you are not quite ready yet. He whispers that you will eventually fail. I need you to recognize this invisible thief right now. The crippling fear you feel in your chest is completely fake. It is a desperate spiritual mirage created by a defeated enemy. He is absolutely terrified of what you are about to become, and he knows his dark grip on your life will completely shatter forever. This heavy mental fog is not a permanent flaw in you. It is a targeted spiritual attack designed to steal your precious crown. The enemy specifically targets the chosen vessels who carry the highest levels of heavenly power. He does not waste his dark arrows on empty targets, so your intense spiritual warfare is the ultimate proof of your massive value. Stop accepting his vicious lies as your personal truth. You have spent too many nights agonizing over a dark script that heaven never wrote for you. You must forcefully evict those heavy thoughts from your beautiful mind today. You are the rightful heir to a glorious kingdom, and a royal heir does not cower in the corner begging for temporary scraps of peace. The enemy used this exact same trick on your ancestors. He kept your entire bloodline completely paralyzed by this exact same fear of failure. They carried this heavy yoke of lack and deep insecurity for many long generations, but the dark cycle officially stops with you today. You are the fierce, generational cycle breaker that I specifically appointed for this crucial hour. His invisible cover is completely blown right now. The moment you expose the secret enemy, his dark weapon loses all of its paralyzing power. He wanted to keep you completely blind to this spiritual reality. He hoped you would just keep blaming yourself for the heavy mental blocks. But my bright light is forcefully piercing through his dark illusions today. I am actively waking up the sleeping warrior inside your soul. You are no longer the silent endurer who just takes the painful hits. The time for playing small and hiding your brilliant light is officially over. Feel the holy anger rising up against the dark forces that stole your precious time and forcefully take back every single thing they took. Stand up tall in your spirit right now. Do not shrink back from the massive calling that is literally pulling you forward. The enemy has fired his absolute best shot at your tired mind, and it completely failed to destroy you because you are still standing here listening to my voice. You are still holding on to the beautiful promise I planted in your pure heart. Prepare yourself for the ultimate divine shift. The dark clouds of heavy doubt are forcefully breaking apart in the unseen realm right now. The spiritual atmosphere in your room is literally changing as you hear these words. Stay entirely focused on my steady voice, because the massive climax of your long and painful story is breaking through right in this exact second. The wait is completely over. The exact moment of your divine shift is happening right now in the unseen realm. I am officially declaring the end of your long suffering. The heavy generational seal that kept your bloodline in lack is shattering into a million pieces. The dark chains are falling off your tired shoulders in this very second. You are no longer the victim of their false judgments. Today you step fully into your massive identity as the rightful heir. I am releasing a tidal wave of holy power over your entire life. The doors that were aggressively slammed in your face are being blown completely open by my hand, and nobody can shut the door that heaven has opened for you. Those who doubted your pure calling will have to stand back. They will watch my immense favor completely overflow in your life, and the people who laughed at your quiet faith will be utterly silenced. I am setting a massive table of blessing right in the presence of your hidden enemies, and they will clearly see that I was right about you all along. They thought they buried your bright future. They threw dirt on your beautiful dreams and walked away thinking you were entirely finished. But they did not realize I planted you like a precious seed in that dark soil. You did not die in the heavy darkness, because you grew incredibly strong roots, and now you are bursting through the surface with massive power. Feel the intense shift happening inside your spirit right now. Your broken reputation is being entirely restored by my divine decree. I am fiercely vindicating your pure heart before the eyes of the shallow world. The painful misunderstandings of the past are being completely washed away. You do not have to say a single word to defend yourself anymore. I am your loud and powerful defense. My bright glory will speak for you in the rooms where your name was unfairly dragged through the mud. Every single thing that was violently stolen from you is being returned. I am giving it back with supernatural interest. The massive harvest of your quiet tears is finally dropping directly into your hands today. Stand up and proudly claim your new crown. You are entirely victorious over the dark forces that tried to break your mind. The heavy mental fog is completely clearing out. Your beautiful mind is sharp and heavily anointed for the massive tasks ahead, because I am pouring fresh oil directly over your tired head. And your spiritual cup is aggressively running over. Do not shrink back from the massive size of this miracle. You deserve this glorious breakthrough because you stayed incredibly faithful in the painful fire. You trusted my unseen hand when you could not hear my voice. Now you will boldly walk in the stunning light of my total validation. The world will clearly see my heavy favor resting entirely upon you. The enemy is absolutely panicking right now. He is watching his dark empire completely crumble at your feet. Every trap he carefully laid for you has been totally dismantled. The financial delays and the heavy emotional blockages are instantly vaporized by my blazing light, and you are stepping into a wide open space of total freedom. The people who betrayed you will deeply regret their foolish choice. They will clearly see the magnificent crown I have permanently placed on your head, but they will not be allowed to enter this sacred new chapter with you. They chose to abandon you in the cold rain, and they absolutely cannot sit with you in the warm sunshine of this massive harvest. This is your ultimate hour of holy vindication. I am loudly pronouncing you completely innocent of their toxic charges. They tried to make you the villain of their messy story, but heaven has recorded the absolute truth of your pure sacrifice. You are the resilient hero who carried the heavy cross while they carelessly threw heavy stones at your back. Let the powerful fire of this truth burn away your lingering doubts. You are a chosen vessel heavily loaded with divine authority. When you speak in this new season, the dark shadows will instantly flee. Your voice now carries the heavy weight of my kingdom. You are no longer asking for permission to take up space in this world. You are commanding it. Your gentle spirit is now wrapped in unbreakable holy armor. The harsh words of broken people will simply bounce off your brilliant shield. They cannot touch the profound peace I have firmly established inside your chest. You are deeply rooted in my unconditional love, and no earthly storm can ever shake the massive foundation we built in the dark. I am actively shifting the physical trajectory of your entire life, and the impossible mountains blocking your path are suddenly flattening into completely level ground. The heavy doors made of solid iron are melting like wax before your steps. You will literally walk right into the massive blessings you prayed for, and you will not even have to fight for them anymore. The long battle is completely over. I have already won the final victory for you in the spiritual realm. Now you simply have to walk forward and collect the massive spoils of this war. Open your tired hands wide right now. You must physically prepare to catch the incredible abundance dropping from heaven. The heavy rain of my deep favor is finally here. Every single drop of pain is being aggressively repaid. I am multiplying your quiet joy beyond your wildest earthly imagination. The deep sorrow that haunted your nights is being permanently replaced by wild laughter. You will look back at the bitter ashes of your past, and you will be absolutely amazed, because you will clearly see exactly how I turned it into pure gold. Those who secretly hoped for your ultimate downfall are completely defeated. They will quietly watch from a far distance as you gracefully rise to the very top. I am lifting you completely out of their toxic reach, and you are soaring on the strong wings of mighty eagles today. And the petty drama of the lower ground can absolutely never pull you back down. This is my holy decree over your beautiful life. You are entirely forgiven, fiercely protected, and massively blessed. The heavy seal of lack is permanently broken, and the dark spell of deep loneliness is completely shattered. You are stepping into a profound season of divine connections and effortless victory. The glorious shift is absolutely complete. The massive energy of your breakthrough has been completely released in the spiritual realm. I have fiercely fought the dark shadows and secured your total victory today. But I cannot force your tired hands to actually receive this massive gift. A hand that tightly grips the old pain is completely paralyzed by the fear of lack. And a closed hand absolutely cannot catch the fresh rain falling from heaven right now. You must choose to drop the heavy baggage of your past. I am asking you to prove to the enemy that his toxic fear no longer rules your beautiful mind. The dark shadows want you to hold on to the bitter anger because it secretly connects you to the people who hurt you. But I am fiercely commanding you to cut that heavy tie completely. I know it feels incredibly hard to let go of the deep pain. You have carried that heavy wound for so long that it almost feels like a familiar friend. You think that holding onto the sharp anger will somehow protect you from getting hurt again. But the anger is not your protective shield. It is the heavy anchor keeping your ship trapped in the dark harbor. We must break this final anchor together today. I want you to perform a powerful prophetic act of deep spiritual surrender right now. This is not just a simple physical movement. This is your bold declaration before the unseen realm that you are finally stepping into your brand new season, and you are not bringing the heavy ashes of your old life with you. Pause everything you are doing right in this exact moment. Let the busy world around you completely fade into the quiet background. Gently close your tired eyes and take a very deep breath. Hold the air in your lungs for just a second. Now exhale slowly and deliberately. As you breathe out, imagine pushing all the heavy anxiety completely out of your chest. Do this one more time with me. Breathe in my deep peace. Breathe out their toxic judgments. If you feel a sudden lightness falling over your tight shoulders right now, do not ignore it. That is the actual weight of the generational curse physically leaving your body. You do not have to carry their heavy sins on your gentle back anymore. Now keep your eyes closed and listen to my steady voice. I want you to mentally gather up every single painful memory. Gather up the harsh words they said and the cruel ways they betrayed your pure heart. Put all of that heavy pain into a dark box in your mind. And now I want you to hand that entire box directly over to me. You do not have to figure out how to process it all. You do not have to find the perfect closure from people who will never apologize. I am taking the heavy box from your tired hands right now. I am throwing it into the deepest ocean of my holy grace. It is completely gone, and it can never be used as a weapon against you ever again. Your hands are finally completely empty. Your beautiful spirit is totally clear and ready to receive the massive harvest. But you must firmly seal this new covenant before the dark enemy tries to steal your focus again. The spiritual realm requires a public mark of your absolute obedience today, so we will boldly declare your victory in the physical world. Open your eyes and look at these words. Do not let this holy window close without marking your divine alignment. I want you to leave a heart in the comments below right now. Do not overthink it. Just leave a heart as a silent but incredibly powerful act of your total surrender to my will. It is a public decree that you no longer carry this heavy burden. This simple act of faith is your bold signature on the new contract. It shows the dark enemy that his invisible grip on your mind is permanently broken. When you type that heart, you are physically stepping through the massive door I just opened for you. You are boldly claiming your new identity as the fierce and victorious heir to my kingdom. Do not let hesitation rob you of this exact moment. Step forward and confidently mark your territory. Your quiet action today is echoing loudly in the high halls of heaven. I am watching your brave obedience, and I am smiling down at the incredible warrior you have finally become. The long battle is completely finished, and your massive reward is totally secure. My beloved child, the heavy storm has completely passed. You are now standing in the bright sunlight of my total grace. I am pouring a profound peace over your entire being right now. It is a holy peace that the shallow world can never understand and the enemy can never steal. You are finally safe in my strong arms. The dark generational curse is permanently broken today. Here is the master key I promised you at the very beginning. Your true identity was never the fragile victim. You are the fierce and rightful heir to my kingdom. Your pure heart has been totally vindicated before heaven and earth, and the massive harvest you waited for is already waiting at your front door. Do not look back at the bitter ruins of your past anymore. The glorious future I promised you is officially beginning right now because you chose to fiercely believe. You will not walk this brand new path entirely alone. I am sending divine connections to support your beautiful spirit. These new people will easily recognize your massive value without needing any painful explanations. They will fiercely guard your gentle heart because they operate on the exact same holy frequency as you do. We run on viewer support only to keep this sanctuary alive. You need a safe space to grow your deep faith. I invite you to subscribe to this channel and officially join our beautiful community of chosen warriors. We will walk this glorious path of absolute healing entirely together. You are incredibly precious to me. The harsh battles of yesterday are completely finished. Close your tired eyes tonight knowing you are entirely protected. Tomorrow you will wake up with a light chest and a completely clear mind because the heavy burden was finally lifted tonight. The immense victory is already yours. I love you with an everlasting love that absolutely never fails. Now go in absolute peace. Do not let anyone ever steal this profound joy from you again. You survived the intense fire and you kept your beautiful soul entirely pure while the whole world tried to drag you down. That is a massive triumph in the unseen spiritual realm. Hold your head up high as you step into your beautiful tomorrow. My heavy grace is resting entirely upon you forever.